Have you ever taken a course in personal finance during your school years? Did it cover topics such as credit, investing, and money management? Or were the courses only required for graduation without teaching much about real world financial skills? Just like calculus, astronomy, and anthropology classes, most of these educational modules are practically useless. The world tells us that if we get an education and land a job, our lives will be great. However, the truth is, there's more to achieving success than just this. To make it in life, you need financial wisdom, knowledge that school won't ever provide. We've assembled a list of 10 must follow rules so that you never suffer from learning the hard way when it comes to money matters. Get ahead with your finances today by abiding by these essential principles. Number 1, create a reasonable budget. Unfortunately, budgeting is rarely discussed in school, and yet it's so critical to our lives. Without a proper comprehension of money management while in school, young people can quickly find themselves at a disadvantage after graduation, especially when they are forced to live on their own. Knowing the difference between wants and needs, as well as how to appropriately manage bills, is essential for one's financial future. Even though budgeting is an essential life skill to have, it can be tedious and daunting. A better way of mastering your finances is through tactical budgeting, which allows you to create effective budgets for the long term without having to track each penny spent. This ensures that all bills are taken care of while still leaving enough money left over for basic necessities, such as groceries and savings. Put together a budget that outlines your needs, wants, and respective costs for the next 6 months to stay within your means. Separate amounts into different accounts for increased fiscal responsibility, then refer back to it occasionally so you won't overspend. By following this plan of action regularly, you will be well on your way towards achieving financial freedom. Number 2, save as much as you can. Educational institutions may suggest that we save 10% of our salaries for the future. But let's be honest, this isn't nearly enough to retire on unless you're a millionaire. For most people with regular paychecks, 25 to 40% is far more attainable. We don't mean to discredit saving 10%, as it can still be an excellent starting point and help build up your savings habit. To really maximize your savings, however, you'll need to reduce your expenses and unnecessary costs. Something as simple as not buying coffee every morning could add up over time if instead put into an account with a better interest rate. Number 3, build good credit. Many young people are irresponsible in use of their first credit cards, leading to a future of debt and sky-high interest payments. Unfortunately, the basics about maintaining a good credit score are rarely taught in school. Yet, if they were aware of these secrets, it could save them from becoming trapped with spiraling debts for years to come. It's critical to understand that your credit score is a cornerstone of your financial well-being. A good score allows you to purchase a house, car, or receive business loans with ease, thus paving the way for long-term success and prosperity. With a low score, however, it can be difficult, even impossible, to reach life goals in this day and age. Ignoring power of credit is no longer an option. It's essential that we all know how to create and maintain a good score. To help jumpstart your journey toward financial security, here are some tips. First, obtain a credit card. Contrary to what many may think, this plays an integral role in establishing your rating. Here's the process. Every time you use a credit card and make payments on it, financial institutions will record all of your transactions and interest payments. Depending on how well you manage this activity, they will assign a score to your name that reflects this information. When applying for a loan in the future, this score is what lenders refer to when determining both the amount of money you can receive as well as any applicable interest rates. 2. Timely debt repayment is non-negotiable. If a payment is due today, make sure you take care of it immediately. Number 4. Find compound interest accounts. The power of compounding interest is a hidden gem that all young people must take advantage of. Time is their biggest asset, and while they may not reach their financial objectives right away, investing can be extremely beneficial to their future success. All it takes is setting aside small amounts of money in an account with high interest. This will allow them to accrue great wealth that multiplies through the years. To really emphasize the value of compound interest, let us tell you about 2 potential choices. The first option, a one-time payment of $3,000, and the second, a single penny that doubles in worth every other day. Now I know what most people would pick, and probably what you thought too. But if you look at the math here, then after only 30 days, This tiny penny has accumulated to be worth an astounding $10 million. If this isn't enough to motivate yourself into taking advantage of these kind of growth opportunities for your wealth, then nothing will. Number 5. Build a rainy day fund. Chances are you had no prior knowledge of an emergency fund before reading this. Fortunately, we are here to educate you on its significance. According to recent research data, a whopping 40% of Americans don't have the financial resources available for sudden expenses as little as $400. This staggering statistic is proof that many individuals fail to understand the importance of having access to funds set aside specifically for emergencies. Consider what would happen if your job was suddenly taken away from you. Do you feel confident there's enough money in your accounts and pockets? The rule generally amplified suggests 6 months' worth of living costs should be saved up, but even more is recommended whenever possible. Number 6. Keep your taxes in mind. Taxes are an expansive subject matter that unfortunately is rarely taught in school. That's why it's essential to understand how taxes work if you want to remain compliant with the law. Before receiving your first salary or selling from your business, make sure you learn how to calculate tax rate and determine just how much money will be left after taxation. This knowledge can help you decide whether a job offer meets your financial needs and what prices can help maximize profits for products and services sold. Lucky for us all, there's an abundance of online calculators that can take care of the tedious job. These tools will demonstrate your gross wages, how much you must contribute in taxes, and eventually what is left over for yourself to keep, your net income. Number 7. Minimize costly student loan debts. Despite the widespread notion that student loans are an unavoidable part of obtaining a college degree, there is another path. A shocking 85% of graduates report major financial burdens due to unmanageable debt. Yet it doesn't need to be this way. Institutions like Davidson College in Charlotte provide tuition assistance programs and other resources so students don't have to accrue debt while working towards their diploma. With the right support, you can pursue your educational goals without having to worry about insurmountable debts following graduation. If you're looking to save money on tuition, there are plenty of options available. You could attend school part-time while working, enroll in a cheaper university, and graduate quickly, or start your college journey at a community college. However, we don't want debt-free schooling to be the only goal for everyone. It may make sense for some people if they plan to pursue high-paying careers after graduation. In this case, investing thousands of dollars shouldn't be an issue. Don't let student loan debt become your defining factor as a college student. Number 8. Find a solid insurance policy. If your loved ones rely on you financially, life insurance is a must. Whether it's for your child, spouse, or parent, term policies are the way to go since they provide coverage in times of need. But if no one depends on you financially, don't bother with getting this type of policy and save yourself some money. As well as having life insurance, be sure to insure any other assets, such as cars, homes, expensive belongings, and health too. If you're looking for additional protection and savings, consider opting for umbrella insurance. It consolidates numerous policies while offering discounts when obtained from one provider. Take time to explore the varying rates and features available on the market before making your selection of an insurer. Number 9. Prioritize your health. You could be in financial peril without health insurance if an emergency arises. Thousands of dollars are at stake when it comes to hospital visits. Imagine having to borrow money from friends and family just so you can pay medical bills. That's not something anyone should have to experience. And yet, too many people face this reality every day due to the lack of adequate coverage. Don't let that happen. Make sure you invest in a quality healthcare plan before disaster strikes. It's simply the responsible choice for your future well-being and peace of mind. Investing in your health today pays off tomorrow. Strive to stay healthy by eating nutritiously, maintaining a healthy weight, exercising regularly, and avoiding the overconsumption of alcohol or other substances. You won't regret safeguarding your well-being now. Don't wait until it's too late. Number 10. The difficulties of buying a house. You've likely heard the claim that saving up to 20% of one's home value for down payment is essential in order to avoid paying private mortgage insurance, which could cost you dearly. Yet, what isn't taught in school is that while higher payments may cause some distress now, it might be worthwhile if waiting would mean missing out on certain opportunities due to lack of funds saved. Therefore, carefully weighing both options can help inform your decision and lead you towards the best financial outcome. In America, Real estate prices have been constantly climbing over the last decade, while wages remain stagnant. As a result, attempting to save up 20% of home value is an impractical goal since it will become more and more difficult as time goes on. An effective strategy for this dilemma is to assess if you can save money within 5 years comfortably. Doing so would allow you to stay ahead of the increasing costs. However, striving for that goal in longer than 5 years may prove fruitless due to its ever-changing nature. Here are 2 more videos you may find interesting. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos like this, subscribe to the channel.